This is IkSC International Kangaroo Science Contest, and this video contains question number 21 to 30 with solved solutions for the past paper 2020, and it's for class 7-8, that is also known as cadet level. The video commences with question number 21. In a positive ion, the options are given. A. The number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. B. The number of electrons is equal to the number of neutrons. C. The number of electrons is greater than the number of protons. D. The number of electrons is smaller than the number of protons. E. The number of electrons is greater than the atomic number. The next slide will show you a diagram where positive ion is compared with a negative ion, and this will give you the correct answer. So positive ions, there are more number of protons. Protons are red in color and are positively charged and placed inside a green color nucleus. However, electrons, which are yellow and negatively charged, moving around the nucleus and placed inside the electronic shell. And this reverse is actually occurring in the negative ion, where number of electrons are more than the number of protons. So according to that explanation, option number D is correct, because in a positive ion, number of electrons is smaller than the number of protons. Next to 21 is question number 22. 22. Which of the following is not a property of the optical fiber? Options are A. Light transmission through the optical fiber is based on total internal reflection of light. B. Used in telecommunications. C. Used in endoscope operation. D. Light can enter the fiber only at certain angles. E. Light transmission through the optical fiber requires the decomposition of light through a prism. We are going to check every option in the next slide by what actually the optical fiber is and the uses of optical fiber in our daily life. Basic operation of an optical fiber. Where light entering the fiber within this angular range will undergo total internal refraction and travel down the fiber. Next, light entering the fiber at higher angle will exit through the cladding, and this phenomena is actually the total internal refraction, which is where the light is actually passing through inside the cladding. So the uses of optical fiber is, it is used in the medical purposes, that is the endoscopy. Moreover, its use is also be common in telecommunications. According to these explanations, our correct option is option number E. Light transmission through the optical fiber requires the decomposition of light through a prism, because all other options, option A, B, C and D, are the uses or the phenomena of optical fiber, but not E, because decomposition of light actually the process of dispersion, and the example of dispersion we can easily check it in rainbows and through prism. So our correct option is option number E. Moving on, question number 23. Select the correct statement about breathing. A. Lung cancer is caused by infection. B. The passage of oxygen into the blood takes place at the level of the bronchi. C. Physical exercise stimulates the diseases of the respiratory system. D. Inhaling occurs by relaxation of diaphragm. E. Breathing is a process common in plants and animals. Well, we are going to interpret every option one by one in the next slide. A. Lung cancer is a disease, not infection. That is incorrect. B. Each air sac is surrounded by a network of fine blood vessels, that is capillaries and the bronchi. The oxygen in inhaled air passes across the thin lining of the air sacs and into the blood vessels. This is known as diffusion. That option is also incorrect. C. Physical exercise help respiratory system, and that was actually opposite written in the option, so it's incorrect. D. When you breathe in or inhale, your diaphragm contracts and moves downwards. That is incorrect. So the left option is option number E. Breathing is a process common in plants and animals. That is the correct option for breathing. So option number E is the correct one. Question number 24. In a fertilizer composition, there are K and P, but it may also contains other elements, and the other elements are in option A Zn and Br, B Cl and I, C NaCd, D FeMn, E SCa. Well, we should all know that what these symbols represents. However, we need a correct answer, and that is option number is S stands for sulfur and Ca stands for calcium. Besides K, potassium, N, nitrogen, and P, phosphorus. Besides these elements, the composition also contains sulfur and calcium. So correct option is option number E. Question number 25. Two tanks look like in the next figure. The wrong statement is: two tanks are given, one is thin and the other is thick in diameter. Options are given below. A. If both tanks are filled with water, the pressure exerted on the base will be higher in tank B. B. If tank A is filled with fresh water and B with salt water, the pressure exerted on the base will be higher in tank B. C. The pressure exerted on the base will be equal if there is a relation alpha A HA equals to density B HB between the density of the liquid and the height of the column of the liquid. D. If both tanks are filled with water, the pressure exerted on the base will be the same. E. If in the first tank we have water at 20 degrees centigrade and in the second we have an equal column water at 100 degrees centigrade, then the pressure exerted on the base is higher in tank A. We are going to interpret our options in the next slide. Option number A. If both tanks are filled with water, the pressure exerted on the base will be higher in tank B. What is the explanation for that? The pressure at the bottom of two tanks of different area of cross section are equal if they contain same liquid to same height. So this option is incorrect. And we get our answer. However, for the following options from B to D or B to E, we can check our answers through this equation. Pressure equals to friction factor L over D. L is equal to length, or you can also say it height. D is for diameter, and rho besides length is density, and V is for volume. Well, pressure is directly proportional to the height, density, and volume, and is indirectly proportional to the density. According to that, the other options are that if the tank A, I'm talking about option number B, if the tank A is filled with fresh water and B with salt water, the pressure exerted on the base will be higher in, yes, because pressure is directly proportional to the density, so salt water is more dense. C, where we can check or is this equation resembles with the previous equation. D, if both tanks are filled with water, the pressure exerted on the base will be the same. Yes, this one is correct. That is why option A is wrong. If option number E, if in the first tank we have water at 20 degrees centigrade and the second we have equal column of water at 100 degrees centigrade, then the pressure exerted on the base is high in tank A, because whenever you increase the temperature, the water or any liquid becomes less denser, and more density is having 20 degrees centigrade water. So tank A will be high density and more pressure will be exerted over there. This option is also correct. So the wrong option is option number A. Moving on, question number 26. Which of the following is an adaptation of plants to dryness? Options are: A, the modification of leaves into tribes, B, the formation of widened leaves, C, the transformation of leaves into thorns, D, the presence of large number of stomata, E, the presence of a thin epidermis. First of all, we are going to check what is an adaptation of plants to dryness. A cactus has special adaptations in its roots, leaves, as well as stems that enable it to thrive in desert or dry environments. These adaptations include leaves are reduced to spines or thorns to reduce water loss through transpiration. So it is actually the dry environment situation where when the plants converted into something, so in order to reduce the loss of water and to survive in the hot weathers. According to that, we get our answer, and the correct option is option number C, the transformation of leaves into thorns. Next, question number 27. The chlorine isotopes have A, the same number of nucleons, B, the same atomic mass, C, the same number of neutrons, D, different number of electrons, option number E, different number of neutrons. Well, isotopes have same number of atomic number. We are going to check with this definition. Isotopes have same protons, electrons, atomic number. They have different neutrons, atomic mass and neutrons, and the only option that is correct or same with this definition is option number E, different number of neutrons that is present in isotopes. Question number 28. A hairdryer is powered by the home power grid. After a while, the resistance wire of the device is much hotter than the wires of the power cable, which are almost cold because A, the electric current does not flow through the power cable. B, the electric current through the power cable is different from the electric current through the device. C, the power cable is much longer and has a higher resistance than the device. D, both of them have the same electrical resistance but operate at different time intervals. E, equal current flows through both of them, but the hairdryer has a much higher electrical resistance. Let's move to the next slide for its reasoning. But the correct option is option number E. And how is it possible? Moving on, the next line, here we will get our answer. H equals to I square RT. This is the equation. H stands for heat, I stands for current, R stands for resistance, and T stands for time. Where same current is passing through the power cable and resistance wire. However, high resistance generates more heat because there is a high resistance of the hairdryer, and whenever the current is passing through the resistance, and it is a direct relation with the heat, therefore whenever the current is passing through it, the more heat will be generated through it. So the correct option is option number E. Question number 9. Which of the following ways of plant reproduction is an asexual one? Options are A, fruit formation in lemon tree, B, pollen formation in stamens, C, pine seed formation, D, spore formation in mosses, E, rose flower formation. But first of all, we need to think that what is an asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction in plants occur through budding, fragmentation, vegetative propagation, and spore formation. No flowers are required for this method. The plants produced by asexual reproduction thrive well in stable environments. So the highlighted part, the green part, spore formation, we will get our answer. That the correct answer is option number D, spore formation in mosses. The video eventually ends with question number 30. Which of the following is an atmospheric pollutant? Option A, CO, that is carbon monoxide, B, P2O5, C, H2O water, D, oxygen molecule O2, E, nitrogen gas N2. Let us check or go through some explanation. What are the 7 pollutants in the atmosphere? That was the question in the Google. And major air pollutants include carbon monoxide, CO, ammonia, NH3, nitric oxide, NO, nitrogen dioxide, NO2, oxygen, O3, ozone, particulate matter, PM, sulfur dioxide, SO2, and volatile organic compounds, VOC. According to that, only one option is here, resembles or is similar to that. A, option number A, carbon monoxide. So that is the most dangerous atmospheric pollutant, and the correct option is option number A. That's all from my side. If you find any ambiguity in the slides or related to some papers, kindly do comment.